This is a story of a monument by which the nation is known worldwide. The fascinating power of this superstructure supersedes all other fantasies existing in construction. A project that was fiercely condemned during its construction became an icon. This was a revolutionary steel construction holding 7,000 tons of steel to become a national pride for the people of France. Standing high and trying to touch the sky, it is the most known structure on the earth, Eiffel Tower, an inspirational structure. In the mid of 1880s, France was preparing for the World Trade Fair in Paris to celebrate 100th anniversary of French Revolution, going to be celebrated in 1889. It was Edward Lacroix, the industry minister, who was inspired by the project in charge, Gravy. Lacroix was fascinated by the idea of a tower as a colossus statement by France. Lacroix obtained around $8.6 million for this project. Within this budget, he urged the creation of a tower 100 feet high to symbolize France's prosperity and the industrial promise. In 1886, Lacroix petitioned architects to submit the plans for this tower. Over 100 proposals were received, and the winning design was that of Alexander Gustave Eiffel, who became an eminent engineer of his time. He was born in Dijon, France on December 15, 1832, and did his diploma from École Polytechnique. After graduation in 1855, he worked for railways and supervised many bridge structures. In those times, wrought iron was popular construction material, especially for large structures. His love for steel structures made him the designer of many superstructures, including bridges of that time. He was soon going to become a noted builder in metal. Eiffel had submitted a plan for a 100-feet tower made of wrought iron to be built on Champ de Mars. His design fit every expectation of the judges, and he was given the contract on January 8, 1887. The job had to be completed in time with no possibility to extend the date of opening ceremony. Eiffel was the chief engineer, while Maurice Koechli and architect Stephen Sauvestre started working on its design, which took almost 5 months to complete it. 50 engineers and designers produced 5,300 blueprints to provide each and every detail on paper. Each length of trusses has to be calculated manually to the absolute accuracy before starting the execution. A single failure in calculation could cause a huge disaster. The construction started on 1st July 1887 with concrete foundation on 4 corners, embedding anchor bolts that were 26 feet long and 4 inches in diameter. These would provide the support to this superstructure, which was going to be 4 times the height of Qutub Minar. It would be double the height of Washington Monument, highest structure of that time. The structure required more than 18,000 pieces of steel to be joined together. All the elements were prepared in the factory at Levallois-Perret, on the outskirts of Paris, where Eiffel's company was located. 100 people were working 18 hours a day to fabricate these pieces. Each of these pieces used in tower was designed and calculated, traced out to an accuracy of 1/10 of a millimeter. Pieces were assembled in the factory temporarily using bolts, later to be replaced one by rivets to be inserted hot at sight. Rivets were heated and fixed so that when they cool, they contract, ensuring that the pieces were held together tightly. A team of 4 men was needed to fix a rivet, one to heat it up, another to hold it in place, third to shape the head, and fourth to beat it with a sledgehammer. Imagine the effort and patience it took to fix 2.5 million rivets that were used in this tower. At the site, 121 people were working and assembling these 10 to 15 temporary pieces together, weighing 3 tons, to create a final structure at site. But not everything that is great goes smoothly. As humans, our moral responsibility is to encourage everyone or who is doing something innovative. Eiffel was criticized. The reaction from the residents of this great city were far from positive. Many eminent engineers and architects of that time, like architect Charles Garnier, almost abused the project and protested. Throughout its construction, controversy killed Eiffel. Eiffel was disturbed as people were calling his tower as a steel monster, but he continued his work. While engineers and architects were against, Eiffel respected other professions. The evidence is that just beneath the first platform were inscribed 72 eminent scientists and engineers, making them immortal. In his reply to protest, he said, "For my part, I believe that the tower will possess its own beauty. Are we to believe that because one is an engineer, he cannot possess the beauty?" Still, almost whole city was outraged. Many people who were not protesting, they believed that at least their country will have highest structure in the world, if not beauty. It took 2 years to complete this gigantic structure that includes 3 platforms. First platform at 20-story high, second is 41-story high, with total of 1060 steps. The third top platform is at 890 feet, reachable by lift only. Top deck could accommodate 50 people, used as a restaurant today. The high-speed winds sway this tower by 12 centimeters and could be felt at the top, while the sun seat expands this tower by 17 centimeters. Once the tower was finished, the criticism burnt itself out in the presence of completed masterpiece and in the light of enormous popular success with which it was greeted. From May 6 to 31st October 1889, it received 2 million visitors during the World's Fair of 1889. This was temporary structure and was supposed to be knocked down after the fair. However, its enormous height saved it. The height was good enough to provide the radio tower. Ultimately, one technology saved the other. The tower remained highest structure for 40 years. Today this tower stands as it is hosting more than 6 million visitors every year. A structure that is appreciated by 80-year-old man and fascinated by a child of 10 years. Only construction can do this marvel. It is so dear to the people of France that they are happy to spend on painting of this tower. The structure requires 50 tons of paint to paint it completely, and it is painted after every 5 to 7 years. It has been painted 17 times since its construction, consuming 850 tons of paint. The structure is wrought iron and it could stand forever if painted at regular interval with high content of zinc in paint. It requires 25 painters to work for full year to paint it with 1,500 brushes, 5,000 sandpapers and 1,500 sets of working cloth. It is so powerful that France is known by it.